Hello, stretching family. Welcome to your daily stretch. I've got two poses for you to do today. It is a total of 15 minutes. We'll do one pose for 5 minutes. That's our symmetrical pose. And then our other pose is the asymmetrical pose. And that we'll do left, right, and we'll do 5 minutes each. Please remember to not push yourself or your body to hold either of these poses for the whole 5 minutes. Remember, one of the pillars to our stretching practice is that meet or beat your time. That means that you're going to want to keep a pad of paper or take notes in your phone or something to record the time that you hold this pose. And then the next time you take this, practice this stretch, you'll see if you can meet at the same time or go a little bit further. I want you to work towards that 2-minute hold. So research shows that holding or trying to get to that 2 minutes is what we need to really train the body and the nervous system to be okay with these poses, meaning your body will start to relax even more into these different stretches, different poses that we do, allowing you to find a deeper stretch. So please, 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 even though we're holding them for 5 minutes today, please don't force your body to hold the 5 minutes if it's not ready. So that being said, you're going to need a couple of props today. You'll need 2 blocks. Make sure the blocks are the same height and the same consistency, the same texture. We don't want one that is a cork and one that's a foam, for example, and we don't want one that's maybe shorter than this one and vice versa. You can always experiment with the blocks later and on your own as you get more familiar with these poses. We'll also need space at the wall. So we're gonna need a corner of the wall. So I'm gonna be using this corner right here behind me. You'll want space to extend a leg one way and have your leg up the wall the other way. So you'll see what we mean. A door frame works great as well. Everybody has a door frame. All right, so yes, it's very, very cold today. You might notice I'm not in my typical yoga gear, yoga clothes I normally wear. It is, again, it's very cold in Middle Tennessee today. We are in the midst of our ice storm for 2026. So sorry, I'm not going to put my yoga clothes on. I am staying in my thermal shirt and my sweatpants and my socks because, again, it's very cold. But that's all to say too, remember, you don't need any fancy clothes to do any of these stretches. You can literally do these in your PJs. Just make sure you have a little bit of wiggle room. We don't want to constrict any of the movement as we set these poses up. So, okay, let's get into our first pose. For this one, you're gonna need your 2 blocks. We're gonna be combining a couple stretches here in stretching, getting into our shoulders, our back, and our hips. So a lot of us claim that we don't have time to hit all of our favorite poses that hit all the spots of the body. And this is one of those poses that will cover all your bases. So even if you have time for just this one pose, that is better than nothing. So you're gonna need your 2 blocks here. We're gonna get set up and you just need some space on the floor. So we're gonna come down onto our backs. Hopefully you guys can still see me and hear me. We are gonna start here with the knees bent, feet about hips width apart. Now you can pause here for a moment, just letting your spine get used to this shape here. And when you're ready to set this up, we're gonna take one of our blocks. It's probably gonna be easier for you to come back up here. We're gonna take one of these blocks. Let's start on the medium height and we're gonna line it up right here underneath the shoulder blades or right at the bra line here. So if you're familiar with the noodle pose that we practice, this is how we're setting it up. So bring the block there, start to lay back, and you know you're gonna hit that sweet spot because as you come back, the shoulders are gonna immediately draw open and the heart is gonna draw open towards the sky. Take your second block, start here on the medium height, and bring that back for your head to rest on. It's the hardest part here, setting this up. Now, option 1, you can stay right here. Bring your hands out to the side, palms up, maybe you stay right here with the knees bent. All right. If you're familiar with this pose and you know where you need to go ahead and get yourself set up. I am going to go ahead and start the time. Thought I lost my timer here. I'm going to go ahead and start the time here. If you're familiar with this pose, go ahead and get yourself set up. We have one block here at the lower portion of our shoulder blades and a block here underneath our head. I'm going to go ahead and start the clock now. We'll be holding this for 5 minutes here. I'll try to remember to tell you when we hit the minute mark so you can keep track of this on your time. So, option 1, you can stay right here. The knees are bent, feet are parallel, in line with your hips here. You can bring your hands out to the side, palms up. Option 2, maybe we stay here, but we lower this block down to a lower height, letting our head come back a little bit further. Option 3, maybe we try removing the block. We can let the head hang, but if that's too much, you can bring the block in. You can bring it to, maybe you bring it to the medium height or the lowest height, and you lower this block underneath your shoulders here to a lower height. So take some time here to kind of play around with the setup of what feels supportive for the head and the back. Let your hands come out to the side. We're at minute 1. Hands out to the side, palms up, our nervous system hack that we use to help calm the body and calm the mind. Now you can stay right here with the knees bent, pointing towards the sky, or you can bring the soles of the feet together and open the knees up like we would do in a reclined butterfly pose. This does bring a little bit more tension into the back, so just be mindful of that. And remember to come back to the breath. The long, deep inhales through the nose for the count of 4, and long, long, gentle sighs out the mouth for the count of 8. Closing the eyes, settling in here. We're at minute 2. We've got 3 more minutes to go. Stretching the front side of the body here. You might feel a lot of that tension arrive in the back and in the shoulders. We hold a lot of tension there. And as you settle in, this is where you want to check in with that intensity level for back and shoulders. You'll hover around maybe 6, 7 out of 10, 8, depending on where and how your body feels. But again, we don't want to push it to a place where it's too stressful, but we want to push it to a level where we make some healthy changes in our tissues. We're exposing very vulnerable parts to the world. So if it's hard to breathe, that's normal. Just come back to that breath. Just past the 3-minute mark. We've got 2 more minutes to go. And remember, it's not how the pose looks, it's how it feels. So constantly check in and make sure everybody feels okay. Discomfort is okay and normal, pain is not. We're at minute number 4. We've got 1 more minute. Really giving into gravity here. Softening the body, Gravity's there to support and guide you deeper into these poses. Just surrender into this shape. Trust that your body knows what to do here. You surrender to it and really find that space of trust and relaxation. Slowly start to come out of this shape. Held that for 5 whole minutes. You can kind of open your eyes. If you want, you can take your hands outside your thighs here to help them out as you lift the knees up towards the sky. And we're going to slowly just roll over to a side here. So be careful as you roll over. And just remove the blocks, move them off to the side here. And give yourself some space to roll back onto your back. Maybe find constructive rest where the feet are out wider than your hips and knees drop in. Maybe bring your hands to your belly. Just take a moment here, close the eyes, take a couple deep breaths. Let the spine readjust itself here. Coming back into its neutral shape. The body become heavy as it drops in towards the ground here. Again, if you want to, if you're ready, you can go ahead and hug the knees in towards your chest, squeeze them in, rock side to side, that feels good for you. And then when you're ready, cross at the ankles and come on back up. Good. We're gonna set up for our next pose and work into our hamstrings. You're gonna need a corner of the wall. You don't need any other props. So go ahead and get yourself towards the wall, the side of the wall that you're going to use, and we will move into our next pose. All right, I'm going to use this corner of the wall first, which means I'm going to start on the left side, the left leg here. So you want a corner so that you have space to extend the opposite leg out long in front of you. So a door frame works great. Everybody has a door frame. If you're lucky like me and have this middle piece here for the wall, you can use one of those as well. So when you find your corner, you can lay a mat long. I don't have my mat with me, so I'm just gonna do it right here on the floor. It'll be okay. But you can lay your mat long so that you have support for the back. You can use a blanket. Again, anything to help cushion and support the body as we hold this pose. But we're gonna work in the hamstrings for this one. It's Flamenco 1, and it's just a little different. We're gonna use the wall here. If you take classes with me in person, this is a pose we can never do because we don't have the wall space or the props or enough props to do it in class. So this is something great to do at home. You can easily pop Netflix on, or sometimes I like to listen to my podcast while I'm practicing these poses as well. So let's go ahead and get this set up. You're gonna come up towards the wall. You wanna lay down on your back, and we're gonna extend the left leg long against this wall with the heel. The foot's gonna be flexed and the heel is gonna touch the wall. We have a couple of options here. So to make this stretch, we need to go deeper into the pose to find we're gonna do 6, 7 out of 10. To go deeper into the pose to find your 6, 7 out of 10, you'll just extend the leg longer, the heel towards the sky, and scoot your bum closer into the wall. All right, the right knee can stay bent, or you can extend it long out away from you. Now, if you need to back out a little bit, option 1, you can stay here with your bum close to the wall, but you can bring a little bit of a bend into the knee. Option 2, you can maybe rebend this right knee. Always bend the right knee if you need to make any movements. It'll help you out. Bend that right knee, and maybe you need to scoot away from the wall. You could slide the heel down towards the ground here to back out of it, or extend it long, flexing through the foot, pressing the heel towards the sky to go in a little bit deeper. So find where you need to go here. And remember, these are options. You can always back out, go in a little bit deeper. Do so slowly so we don't excite the nervous system. You want to stay calm, cool, and collective here. Go ahead and get yourself set up. I'm going to start the time here. We're going to hold each side for 5 minutes. Again, you can bring the arms out to the side. Some people like to bring the palms to the belly. Arms, it doesn't really matter how we place our arms here as long as it's in a very restful, unstressful position. We're fine here. And again, right leg can stay bent, or you can extend the leg long. Letting the shoulders, the back, the hips become heavy as they press into the ground. Closing the eyes. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're going to start to feel that tension arrive in the back of the left thigh here, getting right into the meaty part of the hamstrings. And again, hamstrings are a good class to kind of poke around and feel the tension in those muscles. And you can feel them. We're at minute 1, by the way. If you poke around on the back of the left thigh, you can feel the tension there coming into our hamstring muscles, or some of those hamstring muscles there. We've got three different hamstring muscles. Remember, we like to call them the 3+1, as we have one that tracks down into and through the calf muscle. And check in every so often. Make sure you're not engaging muscles in this left leg. Relax the leg, relax the right leg. Close the eyes, come back into those deep, deep breaths. We're at minute number 2. We've got 3 more minutes to go. Again, as we're here holding this longer, you might feel that tension arrive a little bit more intense in that left thigh. Just check in if you're going in too deep beyond that 6, 7 out of 10, just backs out of it. You can slowly come back into it as we find the space. We're at minute number 3, 2 more minutes. Soften the knee. I want to lock the knee. Sole of the foot points to the sky. We're at 4 minutes. We've got 1 more minute to go. See if you can relax the body even more. Body softens, becomes heavier as it sinks into the ground below you. Good. To come out of this, we're going to first bend the right knee. So go ahead and bend your right knee. And then you're going to slowly bend the left knee as you scoot yourself away, slide away from the wall here. And then you can go ahead and roll off to the side and press yourself straight up. Good. Now we got to go to the other side here. So get yourself set up and ready to stretch the other side. Okay. Got everything set up. I simply just moved my cabinet the other way and out of the way so that we have space to work on the right side now. So find a spot at the wall where we have the right leg extended on the wall this time, and then the left leg is going to be long. So go ahead and get yourself set up against the wall here. We're going to set up the same way. Come down to your back, and you want to scoot your bottom in as close to the edge of the wall as you can and extend the right leg long. You can start with the knee bent. Start with the knee bent for the left leg as we set up here. And again, you can scoot in all the way against the wall, extend the right leg long. Foot is flexed and heels pressing towards the sky. Soft bend in the knee. The left knee can stay bent if this feels good and supportive for you. Otherwise, you could extend the left leg long away from the body. I'm gonna go ahead and start the time now. Maybe you start here with the knee bent a little bit more, the right knee, and check in with the intensity. Check in with that tension on the back of the right thigh. See where we're at. Remember, you don't want to push the hamstrings too far too quickly here. Try to find that 6, 7 out of 10. It's going to look different for everybody. Remember, we don't care how it looks. I mean, we do to an extent, but not really. We're focused on how it feels. We want that tension right there in the back, directly in the back of the right thigh. You can poke around there. You can feel those hamstrings coming online. Once you got that tension there, just check in. How is it? Is it too much? We need to back out. If we need to back out, you just bend the knee, sliding the heel down towards the body. We're at 1 minute. Maybe we need to go deeper to find that 6, 7 out of 10. Then you extend the leg longer. You can also scoot your body away from the wall to back out of the intensity, or you could come in a little bit closer. Remember, you can bend the left knee. Maybe it feels better. Maybe you're getting a better stretch with the knee bent. Feel free to bend the left knee. Any adjustments you do in your pose, bend this left knee first as you move closer or away from the wall, just to help protect the back and to not overdo it or potentially upset those hamstrings in the right leg. We're here to support the body as it finds its way into these wacky shapes, and maybe feeling, we're at 2 minutes, maybe feeling sensations that those muscles have never felt before. Coming back into that breath. Relaxing the whole body. Remember, if this is new to you, the first several times you do this pose, you're just trying to train the muscles, train the nervous system to be okay with this shape. And you'll notice that the body is okay when you start to get into the shape and you feel the body immediately relax, immediately give in to this feeling. We're at minute number 3. We've got 2 more minutes to go. If you feel a lot of pushback from the body, just take those deep breaths and talk to the body. Just let it know that we're safe. We're doing these poses to help it and help ourselves, our future selves. So help us find that space we want for better mobility. Thank your body for all it does for you. And remember, this is a lifelong practice. Do not think that you have to master anything in one day. We have our whole lives to keep doing these stretches, which I hope you will. And I promise it'll get easier with practice, and you'll experience it in a different way every single time you do it, in a good way. Coming into our last minute. Deep breaths, really just surrender into the shape. Good, now to come out of this, we're gonna bend that left knee first. Start to bend the right knee. Maybe you push yourself away from the wall here. Shimmy away. And then roll off to the left side here and go ahead and push yourself back up. Super awkward, but super effective. All right, we did our stretches for the day. 15 minutes total, 5 minutes for each pose for our reclining supported butterfly pose we did at the beginning, and we did 5 minutes on each side of our Flamenco one at the wall. So great job. Keep stretching. Promise it will get easier. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna get super easy. Discomfort, again, remember discomfort's good. It's gonna be hard on days, harder on some days than others, but great job. You're done with your stretches today. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow when we come back into doing our daily stretches. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Stay warm if you're in Tennessee, and I'll see you all again very soon.